The most dangerous moment in your financial life is not when you are broke. It's the day your phone vibrates and you see that message, salary credited. For a second, you just stare at the screen, not because the amount is huge, but because of what it represents. It means you are accepted. It means you are useful. It means society can finally stop worrying about you. Your parents relax. Your relatives stop asking questions. Your friends treat you differently. And somewhere inside, a quiet voice says, "Good, I'm settled now." But here's the uncomfortable truth. A salary doesn't free you. It calms you. It creates emotional safety before financial safety. Your brain switches from survival mode to sleep mode. You stop asking dangerous questions. Questions like, what if this stops? How long will they need me? Do I actually control my future? Because why think so deeply when money is coming every month? That monthly arrival feels permanent, but it isn't. A salary is not ownership. It's permission. Permission to live another month. Permission that can be taken back any time. And the moment you feel safe, you stop preparing for danger. That's how the illusion begins. Every salary agreement has invisible fine print, and you are paying with your life. When you accept a salary, you think you're being paid for skill, but in reality, you're being paid for time. Fixed hours, fixed days, fixed availability. If you show up, you get paid. If you don't, you don't. Now, ask yourself something honestly. If you stop working tomorrow, how long can you survive? 1 month? 2? That answer tells you everything, because that means your survival depends on staying useful to someone else. People call this stability, but stability that disappears the moment you stop working is not stability. It's a treadmill. You wake up tired, you rush through traffic, you sit in meetings you don't care about, you wait for weekends like oxygen, and at the end of the month, you're rewarded. Not enough to escape, just enough to return. A salary doesn't buy your dreams. It buys your obedience. The system doesn't want you poor. Poor people question. The system wants you comfortable, because comfortable people comply. That's why raises are slow. Just enough to match inflation. Just enough to upgrade your lifestyle. Never enough to upgrade your freedom. And the moment you ask for time, freedom, or control, you're told to be realistic. Reality in this system means staying dependent. The salary didn't trap you. Your lifestyle did. The first mistake after getting paid isn't spending money. It's upgrading your identity. You don't just buy a new phone. You buy a new version of yourself. Someone who can't go back now. Better clothes, better food, more outings, more subscriptions. Nothing feels wrong until it becomes normal, and then it becomes necessary. As your salary increases, your lifestyle grows at the same speed. Not because you need it, but because your environment expects it. You tell yourself, I deserve this, and maybe you do. But deserve does not mean afford. Because now, losing your job doesn't just mean losing income. It means losing status, comfort, routine, identity. That's why higher salary often brings higher fear. You are earning more, but sleeping worse, because now more people depend on that income. Your family, your EMIs, and your future self. That's the illusion. Higher salary, same stress. You are no longer chasing success. You are running from collapse. You didn't buy the product. You sold your freedom. EMIs look harmless. Everyone has them. Phones, cars, houses, gadgets. They feel normal. Too normal. But every EMI is a silent promise. A promise that says, I will keep working, no matter what. EMIs don't take your money first. They take your future time. Before the month even begins, your next salary is already divided. Rent, bills, loan, again. You don't ask, do I want this job? You ask, how long can I survive here? That's the shift. Freedom disappears quietly. When people say, I can't quit right now, listen carefully. They're not talking about ambition. They're talking about obligations. EMIs turn jobs into cages, not because the job is bad, but because leaving becomes expensive. You stop taking risks. You stop exploring options, not because you lack courage, but because courage doesn't pay EMIs. Debt removes your most powerful weapon, the ability to say no. When your boss speaks, you nod. When extra work comes, you stay late. Not because you agree, but because you can't afford disagreement. Slight pause, softer voice. This is how talented people get stuck. Not because they lack skill, but because flexibility is gone. And when flexibility disappears, you're not choosing your life anymore. Your life is choosing for you. EMIs don't make you poor. They make you manageable, predictable, dependable, replaceable. Closing line, slow, quiet. Debt doesn't just chain your money, it chains your future. The salary pays you. Fear keeps you loyal. The salary pays you. But fear keeps you loyal. It's not the job that traps people. It's what the salary teaches them to fear. At first, the fear is small. What if I lose this job? What will people say? How will I manage? So you work harder. You stay late. You don't complain. And the salary rewards that behavior, not with freedom, with dependence. Slowly, fear changes shape. It's no longer just about money. It becomes fear of losing respect, fear of looking unstable, fear of starting again from zero. You stop chasing better opportunities, not because they don't exist, but because risk now feels dangerous. Fear becomes stronger than ambition, stronger than curiosity, stronger than dreams. You don't ask, is this what I want to do with my life? You ask, can I afford to leave? That one question controls everything. This is why most people don't quit bad jobs, not because they love the work, but because the salary has trained them to fear uncertainty more than misery. Staying unhappy feels safer than becoming unknown. The system understands this. Fear makes people obedient. Fear makes people predictable. That's why salaries don't just pay for work. They buy loyalty. When fear decides your choices, you're not free. You're employed. The promotion arrives, and you think you have moved up a new title, a bigger cabin, more respect. It feels like progress, but most promotions do not increase freedom. They increase responsibility and pressure. The dependency stays the same. More meetings, more expectations, more stress. You climb the ladder higher every year, but you are still inside the cage. This is not real growth. The system does not change for you. The cage only gets decorated. A salary gives you money every month, but slowly, it takes your time away. You do not notice it at first. You keep postponing life again and again. You say you will travel later or start later. Living is always scheduled for the future. Later turns into routine and routine into years. One day you realize what really happened. You had money, but no time left. Money can be earned again. Time cannot be earned back. Time is the real currency of life. The goal is not to quit your job immediately. The real goal is to remove fear. Fear keeps you trapped, not work. Freedom begins when survival has more than one source. Skills that work anywhere give you security. Assets that earn without you give you options. Options give you power to choose. They allow you to say no without panic. They give you control over your direction. Success is not the number on your payslip. Success is control over time and choices. A salary is a tool, not your identity. When salary becomes your identity, it quietly turns into a cage. The illusion ends when you start asking better questions.